Is this deadly weapon the most powerful in U.S. Navy warship? It is widely known that technology is on the way to making steps from science fiction to reality in the 21st century. When compared to smart bombs and missiles, the concept has the potential to provide an effective weapon for pennies on the dollar. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we are talking about a high-tech weapon firing projectiles at tremendous speeds, even up to 6 to 7 times faster than sound. Such of this typical weapon is called railgun. So, let's get going. Railguns. The weapons that propel projectiles over 100 miles at hypersonic speeds utilizing electrical power. Instead of using gunpowder or jet or rocket motors, it employs electricity. As of 2020, railguns have been researched as weapons utilizing electromagnetic forces to impart a very high kinetic energy to a projectile, rather than using conventional propellants. Additionally, the concept of the railgun was first introduced by French inventor André-Louis Octave Frégent Villepelle, who created a small working model in 1917 with the help of $2 batteries. This concept has been continuously developed. During 1950, Sir Mark Oliphant, an Australian physicist and first director of the Research School of Physical Science at the New Australian National University, began designing the world's largest 500 megajoule homopole generator. This machine was operational from 1962 and was later used to power a large-scale railgun that was used as a scientific experiment. It can be noted that there have been many evolutions taking place regarding the development of railgun. Until 2010, the United States Navy tested a BAE Systems designed compact-sized railgun for ship implement that accelerated a 3.2 kilogram, that is equal to 7-pound projectile at hypersonic velocities of approximately 3,390 meters per second, or about Mach 10, with 18.4 mJ of kinetic energy. It was then claimed as the first time in history that such levels of performance were reached. You might be curious about how the system works and its recent updates, so now we will discuss briefly on this information. Regarding how it works, unlike contemporary artillery shells, railgun projectiles contain no explosives, just the kinetic energy imparted by the projectile, which travels around 6 to 7 times the speed of sound. It may rip through steel or concrete, destroying anything in its path. It has the potential to provide a powerful weapon at a lower cost of smart bombs and missiles. Due to its advantages, the U.S. Navy is currently considering the first viable railguns to complement more conventional Navy artillery weapons. It has the potential to provide a powerful weapon at a lower cost of smart bombs and missiles. As an intensification of this notion, the Navy has tested at least 2 alternative railgun designs, one from BAE Systems and the other from General Atomics, with the former serving as the main prototype in prior R&D work. Both weapons were similar in that they used powerful electronically generated magnetic fields to propel solid projectiles. In land-based testing, Office of Navy Research, ONR, reported that at least one of these weapons has exhibited the capacity to fire rounds at speeds greater than 4,500 miles per hour, or roughly 6 times the speed of sound. Also in the same year, it demonstrated it could fire a salvo of rounds from the BAE Systems prototype in a relatively short period of time. The stated goal at that time was to develop a design capable of hitting targets of various kinds, ranging from ships and threats ashore to aircraft and incoming missiles, up to 100 miles away. It can be noted that there is a sign of interest on the development of railguns, as several countries involved in the ongoing project, including Turkey, India, Russia, and China. For instance, a Chinese railgun installed on a decommissioned landing boat was discovered on the Yangtze River in 2018. Before it arrived in the open ocean later that year, the Haiyanshan was dubbed the Yangtze Sea Monster. The electromagnetic railgun will be installed aboard Navy warships by 2025, according to the PLA Navy. Meanwhile, the AH-209 Turkish rail cannon, which fires ammunition using electromagnetic power, will be incorporated into a Navy vessel for sea trials of the Block II version of the gun. Turkey will be the third country using the railgun at sea. At the same time, Russia seems that it does not want to be left behind, as the Russian Navy intends to install electromagnetic railgun on Slava-class cruisers. Also, in 2017, India's Defense Research and Development Organization successfully tested a 12mm square-bore electromagnetic railgun. However, it is still in under development. Developing an electromagnetic railgun, EMRG, is likely to be a new field of race. As EMRG's advantages emerge, it's not hard to anticipate that it would possibly replace the existing guns in the future. The Congressional Research Service released a report earlier this year stating that the Navy has been developing the railgun as a firing weapon to support U.S. Marines operations. The report said the development also focused on the possible use of the railgun as a missile defense system. The Navy spent approximately $500 million on research and development of the railgun, as mentioned by Brian Clark, a defense expert at the Hudson Institute. Several research has been conducted as part of an electromagnetic railgun development project, such as testing the railgun over the Potomac River in December. Even though the findings of the test were not released, it shows that the U.S. Navy's interest in railguns is very apparent. Moreover, on February 12, 2018, the Navy released its proposed funding allocation for the 2019 fiscal year, which include almost $45.8 million for research and development into both electromagnetic and direct energy weapons, reflecting the latest phase in the project's evolution. This is a common fund that will be used to fund the railgun project. However, despite its advantages and the possibility to displace the traditional weapons in the subsequent years, the advancement of railgun experienced numerous problems, including inadequate range for railgun in testing. In addition, its usefulness for missile defense was also limited by range and rate of fire, as mentioned by Clark. Furthermore, a normal gun can be fired about 600 times before the barrel must be refurbished, while the barrel on the railgun prototype had to be replaced after roughly 12 or 24 shots were fired. It can be concluded that even though there were some advantages on the railgun mentioned above, it cannot be denied that railguns are still at the research stage after decades of development, and it is unclear yet whether they will ever be used as an actual military weapon. For weapons application, any trade-off analysis between electromagnetic, EM, propulsion systems, and chemical propellants should take durability, its complexity, energy demand into account. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments down below. Till then, be safe and stay well.